This was a day of firsts at Belfast International Airport. In a 24-hour period, all 8 G8 leaders landed here, 7 on their first official visit to Northern Ireland. First in, after an overnight flight from Washington, President Obama and his family on board Air Force One. 10 hours earlier, Prime Minister Abe of Japan was the first of the 8 leaders to land on runway 25. Watched by a contingent of Japanese media, he was formally welcomed by civic leaders and the airport managing director, John Doran. After President Obama, it was the turn of the EU Council and Commission, followed by the Italian Prime Minister Enrico Letta and his delegation. The French President François Hollande led his team in the first of 2 Falcon aircraft. His aircraft taxied to the military side of the complex, from where he boarded a helicopter for the short flight to the Lochern resort in Fermanagh. For the Canadians, an Airbus 310 was the preferred mode of transport. Prime Minister Stephen Harper and his team touched down at noon. For eager plane spotters, the sight of President Putin's aircraft was something not to be missed. His Ilyushin 96 cut a dash as it touched down on the newly resurfaced main runway. Chancellor Angela Merkel of Germany, flying in an A340, was the last G8 leader to arrive. This was a day like no other in the history of the airport. World leaders, by their actions, making a statement about the strategic and economic importance of the facility.
I suppose the last 24 hours, because we started slightly before that, have seen a level of unprecedented activity at the airport. Certainly in our 50th anniversary year, I don't think we could have foreseen that all 8 of the G8 leaders would land in a sequence at Belfast International Airport. And it's, I suppose it's a great honour that we have been chosen to play this vital role in bringing the leaders to Northern Ireland. We have a lot to offer, and this is a momentous opportunity to showcase what we are capable of. And I think I'm very pleased that everyone in the airport has worked tirelessly, pulled out all the stops to make sure this has been a successful event.
24 hours later, the G8 delegations started returning to the airport, this time to board their aircraft for the flight home. First to go, the German Chancellor Angela Merkel on board her A340. Followed by President Putin in his Ilyushin. Next, President Obama on Air Force One.
Air Force One, when ready, runway 07, you are cleared for takeoff. Surface wind 290 degrees at 6 knots.
Air Force One, clear for takeoff, runway 7, thank you.
And thanks for your visit.
Yes, sir, thanks.
Then the French, Italian, EU and Canadian delegations took to the skies. Prime Minister Abe of Japan, the first leader to arrive, was the last to leave the airport after fulfilling a round of engagements in Belfast. Beyond the G8, other leaders and key economic figures who were in Fermanagh also said their goodbyes. The airport had handled the most demanding high-profile event in its 50-year history, all made possible by the professionalism of staff and their determination to ensure that G8 2013 would be the defining event for the airport as it prepares for its next 50 years.